Hello students, in today's lecture we discuss about the theorem of linear transformation and the matrices. Okay, so first of all we look at the statement of the given theorem. So the statement is, let v1 v2 vn with a basis of v over f if s and t are the elements of LVW such that s of vi is equal to t of vi for 1 less equal I less equal n, then s is equal to t. Moreover, let w1 w2 up to wn be the arbitrary vectors in W, then there exists one and only one linear transformation t belongs to LVW such that t of vi is equal to wm. So what is given? First of all, we have given if v1 v2 vn is the basis of an v over the field f, then we have to show that what we have to show, if we have two linear transformations s and t belongs to LVW means what? S and t are the linear transformations from the v to w such that this condition is given, s of vi is equal to t of vi, then we have to show that s is equal to t. Okay, so first of all we take a proof of an first part, then go through the second part. Okay, so the proof is for the part first, let v1 v2 vn is on basis of v over f. This is given in the statement of theorem. And if s and t are the elements of LVW such that s of vi is equal to t of vi for 1 less equal I less equal n. Now what we have to show? We have to show that if this condition is hold, then we have to show that s is equal to t. Okay, now let consider the any vector v belongs to vector space v. Okay, suppose this vector is belongs to vector space v. Now we know that the basis for the vector space v is v1 v2 up to so on vn. Therefore this vector v can be expressed in the linear combination of this basis vector. So v is equal to summation I running from 1 to n zeta I vi, where zeta I are the scalars. Okay, now consider s of v, that is a linear transformation s operating on that vector v, therefore which is equal to s, and the value of v is summation zeta I vi. Now look at here, as s is a linear transformation, it should be taken inside the sum, which is equal to summation I running from 1 to n zeta I s of vi. But we know that what is the value of s of vi? S of vi is ti vi. From this we know that s of vi is equal to t of vi. Therefore from this, which is equal to summation I running from 1 to n zeta I into t of vi. Now but look at here, as t is a linear transformation, how it can be written? Which is equal to, this can be written as t is a linear transformation, t can be taken in outside the sum, t of summation I running from 1 to n into zeta I of vi. Okay, now this is equal to, as we know that this value is nothing but what? This is a value of an v. Okay, which is equal to t of v for all v belongs to v. Now look at here, therefore we have s of v is equal to t of v for the any vector v belongs to v, implies what this implies? S is equal to t. Okay, from that we have s is equal to t. Now what we have to show? This is the proof of the first part. Now what we have to show? We have to show for the proof of the second part. So the statement for the second part is, we have given let w1 w2 up to wn with the arbitrary vectors in W, then there exists one and only one linear transformation t belongs to LVW such that t of vi is equal to wn. Here we have given w1 to wn with the any arbitrary vectors in the W vector space, then we have to show that there exists one and only one linear transformation t belongs to this LVW, means the t linear transformation t map from v to W such that this condition t of vi is equal to w. Now for showing this t is a linear transformation, we know that this is, first of all, this is an map, this is an function. Okay, so what we have to show? This there exists this linear, this transformation from v to w means what? First we have to show that this is a function, then we have to show that this is a linear transformation. Okay, so the proof for the part second is, let w1 w2 up to wn be the given arbitrary vectors in W, then we have to show that there exists one and only one linear transformation t belongs to LVW such that t of vi is equal to w. Now consider t is a map from v to w by setting T of summation zeta I Vi is equal to summation zeta I Wi, where zeta I belongs to field if we consider this map, okay, where since V1, V2, Vn is a basis of V, this is already we have given, such that zeta of Vi, if we consider, if summation zeta I Vi is equal to summation eta I Vi, so what we have, if these two linear combinations are same, therefore this scalars which are multiplied to this linear combination must be same. This is implies that zeta I is equal to eta I. Thus we have, if we operating t both sides of this equation or the linear combination, these two linear transformation must be same, okay. So hence T of summation zeta I Vi is equal to T of summation eta I Vi. Therefore this shows that since every element is mapped to the another element, but the scalars must be same in that case, so that this map is nothing but the function. Therefore this shows that t is the function. Therefore first of all we shown that t is a function. Now what we have to show, we have to show that this function is nothing but the linear transformation. Now for showing the linear transformation, what is one condition, we have to show the two properties. First property, T of V1 plus V2 is equal to T of V1 plus T of V2, and T of Ku bar is equal to K into U bar. Now for this, consider U bar and V bar with any two vectors in the V. Now, and suppose that V bar has a representation. How the elements look like in that T? We know that the elements looks like this linear combination of the basis vector. So V bar is equal to alpha 1 V1 bar plus alpha 2 V2 bar up to so on alpha n Vn bar, and U bar is equal to beta 1 V1 bar plus beta 2 V2 bar up to so on beta n Vn bar. Then we have consider V bar plus U bar, take addition of these two, therefore here V bar and V bar is common here, so take alpha 1 and beta 1 inside the bracket, and the V1 bar is common from the first two components of the first U bar and the V bar. So the first element is alpha 1 plus beta 1 into V bar, then second component is alpha 2 plus beta 2 into V2 bar up to so on, the last component is alpha n plus beta n into Vn bar. Look at here, this element alpha 1 plus beta 1 V1 bar plus alpha 2 plus beta 2 V2 bar up to so on alpha n plus beta n Vn bar. Now by the definition of an T, we have, what is an definition, if we apply T on this side, T of V bar plus U bar, which is nothing but is equal to, so look at the definition. Our definition is T of summation zeta I Vi bar is, zeta I Vi is equal to summation zeta I Wi, okay. If we apply T on this linear combination, so the resulting element should be Vi should be replaced by the Wi, okay. So look at here, we applied T on the V bar plus U bar. We know that this is a value of V bar plus U bar, and if we apply T on this V bar plus U bar, all these Vi's are replaced by the Wi, okay, by using a definition of an T. Therefore which is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 1 plus beta 1 W1 bar plus alpha 2 plus beta 2, here V2 bar, so it should be replaced by W2 bar up to so on alpha n plus beta n, here is Vn bar, it should be replaced by the Wn bar, which is equal to, now multiplying alpha 1 plus alpha 1 beta 1 to W1 bar, then alpha 2 beta 2 W2 bar up to so on. In that manner, if we consider alpha is in one bracket, alpha and Wi in one bracket, and beta I Wi in the second bracket, therefore we get alpha 1 plus W1 bar plus alpha 2 W2 bar up to so on alpha and Wn bar, and the second bracket beta I beta 1 W1 bar plus beta 2 W2 bar up to so on beta and Wn bar, okay. And this is nothing but this is the value of T of V bar plus this is the value of the T of U bar. Therefore we have T of V bar plus U bar is equal to T of V bar plus T of U bar. So the first property of a linear transformation is satisfied. Now we have to show the second property for the linear transformation. For this we have to show that T of Ku bar is equal to K into Tu bar. For this consider the any scalar K. So consider Ku bar. We know that the value of an U bar is alpha 1 U1 bar in that way. So it is equal to K into alpha 1 U1 bar plus up to son K into alpha n UN bar. So by the definition of an T, again apply T on this element. Therefore here the U1 bar up to son UN bar is replaced by the Wn bar. So we get K alpha 1 W1 bar plus K alpha 2 W2 bar up to son K alpha n Wn bar. Then take here K is common in all the terms, so take K outside, which is equal to k into alpha 1 w1 bar, alpha 2 w2 bar, up to so on last term is alpha and wn bar, and this is nothing but the t of u bar. So we get t of ku bar is equal to k into t of u bar. So both the properties of linear transformation is satisfied, thus t is the linear transformation. Now what we have to show? We have to show that the last property t of vi is equal to wi bar. This we have to show in the statement. Okay, so now for the each I, since we know that the vi bar, how it can be written in the linear combination of the all basis vectors, vi bar is equal to 0 into v1 bar plus 0 into v2 bar up to so on 1 into vi bar up to so on 0 into vn bar. If we apply t on this t into vi bar, here vi should be replaced by the wi, therefore which is equal to 0 into w1 bar, 0 into w2 bar up to so on 1 into wi bar up to so on last term is 0 into wn bar. This is by the first. By first means by the definition of an t. So from this we have, as this all the terms except wi bar is multiplied by 0, all the terms must 0, and the remaining term is 1 into wi bar. So we have t of wi is t of vi bar is equal to wi bar. So this is the proof of this theorem.